Good morning, everybody. It's Dave with Alaskan Homesteading. Today is a beautiful, cool, sunny morning here in south central Alaska, and we are getting back to work on the chicken coop. Yes, that pile of wood is going to be a chicken coop. Well, at least that'll be the deck for the chicken coop. We're starting off here with the framing, finally, now that I've got this pad kind of leveled out. I've got the pier blocks in place, got the main support beams laid out and leveled, and now it'll be time to frame up the deck. Let's get started. So the first things we have to do is prep all the materials. These two 16-footers aren't actually 16. One's 16.5 inch, one's 16 foot and an inch, so we've got to trim those down. Okay. And then all of those joists have to be cut down to 93. Okay. So 93 plus 3 gives you 96 for 8 feet, 8 feet across. And we've got a couple of different types of fasteners, connectors going on here. These guys are going to tie the joists to the support beams. And then we have joist hangers, which these will be supporting the joists on there. Inches on the button. Yeah, push that one towards me. so far we've made a couple of mistakes. Well, really, I've made a couple of mistakes. One was in the planning and calculation of materials. I didn't get the right number of tie downs. These brackets here that tie the joists to the beams, I miscounted by 4, so I have to go get more of those. So I'm going to take a little break in a bit and go out and do that. For whatever reason, when I was doing this, you know, kind of planning it out and figuring out the materials, I guess I didn't think that I was going to have these ties on the end joists, because I'm off by 4, and that would be 4 for the 2 end joists. So I'll have to get those. And then the other thing was, in setting the joists and starting to screw in the ends just to kind of get them tacked in place, we didn't put these on first. You know, they don't have to be screwed in, but once you've got the joist screwed to the rim, you can't lift it up to place a tie underneath it. So I had to unscrew all those and lift them up and put the ties in. So a couple of little errors corrected along the way, but overall this is looking pretty good. I'm really quite happy with our progress, and this is turning out nice and square and level and looking pretty good. Interested to hear commentary from others who've built such things. You know, what would you do differently? What do you see that's just maybe obviously wrong to a more experienced person? This is just a chicken coop, so you know, I think overall it's going to be pretty overbuilt with these, you know, 8 piers holding it up. I've reduced the ground pressure, even at the rated snow load of almost 13,000 pounds for the area of the roof times 50 pounds per square foot. I've reduced the ground pressure to well under what should be the soil carrying capacity of about 1,500 PSF. You know, this is like a clay silt soil underneath, or subsoil, and so that might have 1,500 to 2,000 PSF. So we've really reduced the ground loading by adding 8 piers. I was originally just going to do 6, but I added 2 more. And then these beams are super strong. There's hardly any span at all. You know, these are 4'8" between the brackets. So that's a pretty short span for a 4x6 beam. And then with our 16 on center floor joists, I think this will be just super sturdy. But I'm gonna pause here for a bit and go start getting some other materials together.
2 days later.
Okay, well, it is now 2 days later. We took a little vacation yesterday. Went down to Girdwood and did a little day hike on the Winter Creek Trail. Really nice, easy trail, just a cool hike out to a gorge and waterfall and stuff. But now we're back at it. So I had to go to the store and get more Simpson ties to attach the joists to those beams, and had to get more screws too, because I was running out of those. I think I drove like close to 600 screws getting this thing all tied together, and now I have to finish putting in the nails for the joists to connect the joists to the rim boards. After that, the next stage is installing rigid foam insulation in the bays here. That's going to be a separate video, and I have to get the table saw out and rip the boards down. Get 2-inch rigid foam board that'll get glued in there. And then after that, we'll put the OSB on top, glue and screw that down, and we'll be ready for wall framing. Well, let's get started. Keen observers will note that I was only putting 2 nails in the ends of these 2x6s. The reason for that is that the initial assembly was done with a single construction screw at the top of each joist. That allowed us to kind of work things out as far as making it square and getting everything kind of put together with the ability to easily take things back apart if something wasn't quite right. They're number 10 construction screws. They should be totally fine for this application. Obviously, you generally don't trust screws as much as you do nails for shear resistance, which is what you need in a joist on a connected to a rim board. But the two 16D nails that are in there, the 3-inch 16D nails, plus the construction screw will be more than adequate, I am quite sure. At any rate, that's all I have time for right now. Go ahead and follow this playlist if you want to see the rest of this build. I really appreciate you taking time to watch these videos. Still trying to grow this channel, so subscribe if you really want to see more. Hit that like button to let the algorithm know we're doing good stuff here, and we'll see you next time.